Good morning, everybody. It's Carol. It is Tuesday, April 6th, 2016, and I am 1 week post-op. Um, First, let's do the numbers, and I'm sorry if I keep looking this way. That's where my notes are. My high weight for when I first started this journey in August of 2015, I weighed 331 pounds. Day of surgery, I had said in my last video I was 295. I was actually 295 and a half. 1 week, so when I went into surgery, I was down 31 and a half pounds. And 1 week post-op, I am 289 pounds, which from surgery, that's a 6.5 pound loss. And it's a 38 pound loss total, which I think is awesome because if I never started this journey, honestly, I'd probably be up to 340 right now. I do want to go over a couple things. My first week, my daughter came down to stay with me for a few days, which was wonderful because it gave me the confidence to try driving and all that when I was ready. I had purchased, you need to take liquid vitamins for the first 2 weeks, and I purchased them from where I went for the surgery. Unfortunately, I didn't realize they weren't really liquid, they were powder, and you had to add it to 8 ounces of water, and you had to take that twice a day. Well, anybody knows that's gone through this, trying to drink 8 ounces of water it's hard. And then throw in there some horrible tasting vitamin mix, it's even harder. So after the first couple of days, I knew I was getting nowhere near the vitamins I was supposed to. I didn't go through this whole surgery to get sick again. So me and my daughter went out to Walmart and got the Centrum liquid. It says orange on it. It's gross, but you know what? I take it 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and night, and it's 1 tablespoon. Down, it's done. So I can deal with that, the awful taste once, but to sit there and try to drink something that doesn't dissolve, you got to keep shaking it and then drink, shake and drink, because it never dissolves. I would highly recommend, if you have to go on liquid vitamins, go on the actual liquid vitamins. The hospital stay, I was all nerved up about weird things, the catheter, the drain, the Johnny. I couldn't find a robe. I didn't want to go spending big bucks on a big girl robe. So I just went without, and I figured, well, I'll ask for a second Johnny. All that. I mean, when I initially went in and I was in the room and they were hooking up my IV and stuff, she did warn me, the nurse warned me that you may have a catheter. So I wasn't looking forward to that. But I remember coming out of it and I was like moving my legs thinking, do I have a catheter? Trying to feel around me for a bag or anything. I didn't really know what to do or, what would tell me I had a catheter. But it was all for naught. I did not have a catheter. I did not have a drain. The Johnny, silly me, has a little panel in the back that just ties right here. So in my hospital, you don't need to worry about a robe. And they give you the little slip-resistant slippers. I would just recommend just keeping those. It was a good experience. The hospital, everybody was so nice, and you're kind of situated away from the regular operation people. So everybody in that area is pretty much all bariatric, and some of the people you've seen, because when you go to the meetings and stuff, you see the faces. So that was kind of cool. And the only damage I came out with, I don't know if you can see it on here, that somebody apparently had a bad day taking blood. So I have that, but it's going away and it doesn't hurt. My incisions, they don't hurt. The only time I took a pain pill was at night so that I could sleep, because trying to turn over and stuff was a little difficult. But otherwise during the day, I don't need anything. I'm still a little tired, but after a week, I I feel great. Yeah, I do feel good. Um, I think that's about it. Next week is my first doctor's appointment since the operation, and I actually go back to work next week. Right now, I'm on medical leave. So I'm going to head out because I actually don't have any Benefiber and I want to start taking that. I'm trying to be as true to the plan as I can be. Um, Today is when I started step 2. You know, I had all liquids last week, and it is a little difficult trying to get, you know, because you can take the protein shakes, and but trying to get the protein and the total amount of liquids is hard. So I'm going to look for something that um, measures my liquids. I don't know how, but anyhow, I'm going to look for something. And so today starts the pureed part of the diet, and I'm not going to sit there pureeing food for, you know, this amount. It's I think 1.5 ounces. So I picked up baby food, which I had the turkey this morning, and or the chicken this morning, and it was fine. I mean, it was blah. They say, you know, you can add salt and pepper, which I might do that. Um, yeah, I might even go out and look for a poultry seasoning to give it a little bit of flavor. But otherwise, once you have a couple of spoonfuls, it's like chicken. That's all, cracked chicken. But so I'm going to go with that, and I have to pick up the plain yogurt and the Benefiber, and there was something else I don't remember. But I will make another video after my doctor's appointment to see how that's going. I also haven't been walking. You know, I do the normal walking just so, you know, without, I don't want to get blood clots or anything, but not any exercise walking. It gets me so tired. So I think, you know, this little jaunt down to Publix will do me some good. And probably if the weather stays nice later tonight, I will go for my first walk around the neighborhood and start building, you know, myself back up again. But this is at 6.5 pounds down from surgery. Oh, that would be awesome if I could do that every week. But I'm happy with that. And if you're planning on doing that, there's really, you know, I know it's scary and all that, but a lot of my scary parts were for not. I mean, it was, I'm happy I did it. And now I can just go down and down and down. And hopefully you guys will support me and be nice. And I will talk with you soon.